What are you trying to do? Give the band a bad name?
I wasn't. I was just about to put over right
Now
now.
cut it out. Oh, come here. How many times do I have to tell you about not fighting?
Well, he started it.
I don't care who started it. You gotta learn to control your temper. How do you expect to get any place if you go around socking people? I want you to act like a gentleman. Here, Peggy, put them in storage.
What, again? Here I go on the shelf.
And no back talks. I'm sorry, boys.
Hello, 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 hello. We are the fellas who open the show. Hello, hello, hello. We are a riot wherever we go. Hello, hello, hello. We sing and play and clown for you and introduce our big review. We hope that you like everything that we do. Hello, hello, hello. Tie, tie, hiddly, hiddly, I tie. Hiddly, I tie, hiddly, hiddly, I tie. We once were simple farmer boys, but here's what got our goats. We found the farm was dull because we couldn't sow our oats. So the four of us went to sea. And what do you think we saw? We didn't see anything sailing the sea that we couldn't have seen the shore. Hiddly-I-tie, hiddly-I-tie. A lot of people worry 'cause their sons are awfully slow. So we're gonna tell a secret every parent ought to know. You should send your son to sea. You'll find without a doubt, if the kid has anything in him at all, the sea will bring it out. Hiddly-I-tie, hiddly-I-tie. Oh, we just remembered that we forgot the thing that all of us planned, that we're the excuse to introduce the rest of the boys in the band. Oh, way down south in the land of cotton, Dixie joined the mob. He's always doing puzzles when he should be on the job. Dixie, come and take a bow. Get up and do your stuff.
Well, folks, I was going to tell you all.
Thank you, that's enough. Tiddly-I-tie, tiddly-I-tie. You must meet Hula Harry, he's our Honolulu kid. He claims he's written tunes as well as Victor Herbert did. Hula Harry, take a bow. Be cute, but don't be rough.
Aloha nui loa, make cake.
Thank you, that's enough. Tiddly-I-tie, tiddly-I-tie. And here is Tony Wonder, we must handle him with care. Each 1,000 miles we have to change the oil that's in his hair. Tony, smile and meet the folks. At least put up a bluff.
See, if you guys think you're funny.
Thank you, Tony, that's enough. Diddly-I-tie, diddly-I-tie. Oh, we could go on for days and days and days, you understand. But to make it short, you ought to meet the leader of the band. Johnny Prentice, take a bow. The boss is up to stuff.
I know what you fellas are going to say. Thank you, that's enough.
We are the eyes and ears of anything. Unza, 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 unza. Now that we know that our duty is done, hello, hello, hello. You hundreds of people are gonna have fun. Hello, hello, hello. But just before we say adieu, we'll introduce an act that's new, presenting the dancing dilemmas to you. Hello, forever. We have to go, that's why we say hello, forever. We always say goodbye that way. Hello, if we forgot to say hello, we really meant to say hello.
you through.
Why, are we coming in?
Yes, we're coming in, but you're going out.
What's the matter?
You were hired to play dance music, weren't you?
Sure, but I thought the customers would like a little novelty.
What customers? You run them all up on deck.
All right, I'll have my musicians play dance music.
You have your who do what? Why, you couldn't shake a good tune out of that second-hand band if you stood them on their heads.
Well, now, Mr. Hawtrey, I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
Far? Well, I haven't even started yet. In the first place, I got stung when I hired you. And in the second place, that outfit's the worst I ever had on this
boys,
boat.
there goes that ear again.
In the third place, you're fired. And let me tell you, in the fourth...
I heard you in the first place. All right, boys, wrap it up.
Just a moment. What's this boy's name?
Elmer Jones.
Is this your boy?
Why, yes.
Well, Peggy, how's the firecracker?
Sound asleep. Sorry about what happened, Johnny.
No, that's just one of those things. Come on, Half-Pint. We're at the end of the line.
Is it flying already?
Yep, we're all through.
All through? Who'd you sock this time?
The boss.
What are you trying to do? Give the band a bad name?
Well, he started it.
I don't care who started it. You gotta learn to control your temper.
Well, look, Half-Pint, he...
No back talk. I expect to get any worse socking people just because... Can you imagine that guy walking out of me? Give me my bag, will you, Peggy? Boy, will I tell him something when I get him home. So long, Peggy.
So long, Half-Pint.
Your boy?
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
Hugh Sherry.
How old is he?
10 years old.
He's dance too?
Hello, Johnny.
Oh, hello, Hazel.
My car's here. Can I give you a lift?
I know, thanks.
Remember me? I'm the guy you came to meet. So long, Johnny. You have to fall on his neck every time you see him?
Oh, darling, I was merely trying to pick Johnny up.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just asking him if I could take him where he wanted to go to.
But, darling, must you always end a sentence with a preposition?
Here, wait a minute. What's your name, son?
That's fine.
I mean your full name.
Lots as full as I can get.
Pretty fresh, aren't you? Where's your mother?
I don't know. I never even had a mother.
I think you're the kid I'm looking for. An orphan, huh?
No, I'm a hat check baby.
Hat check, baby? What's that?
My pop got me in a check room with the wrong hat.
What are you talking about?
Somebody left me there, and Johnny took me home. I lived with him.
You better come along with me. Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm Johnny Prentice.
Oh, I'm looking for you. Are you this boy's father?
Yeah, that is, I adopted him.
I'm from the Children's Protective Association. Why haven't you put him in school?
Oh, well, we travel around a lot.
Then, Mr. Prentice, he's got to have a private teacher or we'll place him in an institution.
Sir, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because we don't believe in institutions.
Look, officer, Mrs. Dilemma travels with a band, and she's perfectly capable of looking after the boy's welfare.
Because
Because I'm his wife, and that makes me a perfectly respectable married woman, I hope.
I can assure you, officer, Mr. Dilemma has all the necessary qualifications.
Well, she can prove that in the juvenile court at 10:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, well,
Come on,
say
kid.
yes and don't...
Where's the bet on last week, Ray? Look, here's a new system in racing. You bet $1 and double up 60 times.
Hey! I told you for the last time not to use my razor.
Oh, Anthony, let me use it just one more time. On your throat.
Say, I wish we could get some milk out of a cow instead of out of these pans.
Hot stuff.
Say, honey, look. The 6 dancing demons just had a baby.
Mazel tov.
There's another one of your crunchy Kringle coupons.
I don't want it. I finished that contest last week.
Then what are we stuffing ourselves with this sawdust for? For $5,000. If he wins first prize, he's gonna split it with us. Ain't you, Dixie?
Sure. And if I miss out on that, I'm a cinch to win out on this new one, the 3-ply inner tube.
Listen, if I've got to start eating inner tubes, I'll quit.
From what? Who's working?
What if we get a job, I'll quit.
If we get a job, Johnny will sock the boss in the nose, and you won't have to.
Lay off, Johnny. He's only punched us out of 3 jobs.
Say, why don't you fellas stop riding each other?
Why don't we stop kidding each other? Where's Johnny now? Is he out trying to get you a job?
He's busy worrying about Half-Pint.
Who are you working for? A band leader or a nurse? We've stuck with him for a year now.
Yeah, and where are we?
I've lost my compass, fellas, but it's safe to say we're between being fired.
Well, I'm up to here with everything, except food.
Remember your stomach.
Now, just hold out, fellas, until I solve that ham contest.
Oh, you and your puzzles.
Fellas, you think I ain't a hankering for the cool and quiet of the old man's beanery? That was a sweet job.
I'll say. I'd wire my rich aunt if she was rich, if I had an aunt.
What's the matter with your Uncle Tony? Would you be surprised to know that I've got something up my sleeve?
Bring in your own aces again, eh?
Surprise! This time it's a queen, Hazel, and she's willing to back a band for me.
Yeah, providing you let her sing.
Suppose she is short on voice. She's plenty long on dough.
And she's willing to back this gravy train anytime I'm ready to go. And if any of you guys want to, you can climb aboard.
Here's one passenger, Tony.
Make it two. I'm ready to pull out.
What about you, Turk?
Quiet.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, now listen. This is your chance to get paid off on Saturday nights. I'm telling you that we...
Well, I can't get them out until they see a college diploma with a tutor attached to it. Got a clean cup around here?
We've been waiting for you, Johnny.
Any teachers come from the employment agency?
Why, not that I know of. Was that, Turk?
I don't know. I didn't see anyone. I've been busy.
Doing what?
Well, you know, I've been thinking and
Say, what gives out around here?
What's the matter? Are you afraid to tell him? I'll tell him.
Button up, Tony. Look, Johnny, you're a swell guy and you know we all like you, but I don't know, we just don't seem to be getting anywhere.
Yeah, I know, Jimmy.
Oh, never mind all that. Let's not bust up the band, fellas. Look, I've written some swell tunes. If you'd only let me play them for you.
Quiet, Hula. Look, Johnny, it's kind of hard to tell you this, but the boys have been talking things over and we've decided...
No, Johnny, we just haven't got the combination.
Now, take it easy. What is this, a run out?
Yep, Maestro, we're breaking it up.
Oh, you can't quit, fellas. I know you've stuck it out for a year and, well, maybe things haven't been coming our way, but... Well, you gotta have patience. We'll get a break. It'll come.
Sure. All you boys have to do is fight off old age and starvation. Well, I'm pulling out.
I want to ask you one thing. What makes a man an Eskimo? Tough winters. What makes a great band? Tough breaks. Every young band goes through the same thing. Goodman, Bernie, Valley, all of them.
Why, they ain't Eskimos.
Listen, fellas, just give me a couple of more weeks.
Oh, what's the use? You've been hopping us up like this for a long time
Well,
now.
then what's a couple of more weeks? I tell you, I've got something going. Something big.
Yeah, a balloon full of hot air.
Johnny? All right, I wasn't going to tell you till I had it all set. But we stand a swell chance of going in the Coconut Grove.
You mean the Coconut Grove?
That's what I mean.
Is this on the level, Johnny?
Sure, it's
You
on
mean
the
way out there in
level.
California?
Yeah.
Right out where the West begins?
Right out where Abe Lyman began at Phil Harris, where they discovered Bing Crosby and Joan Crawford and Carol Lombard, the greatest springboard for talent in the world.
Boy, when do we spring?
That's the spirit, Turk. And when we get that break in the Grove, we're set. We're made. Can't you just picture us on opening night? We're on the air.
We're on the air!
We're on the air!
Just like those. Give the man a chance with
Microphone.
microphones.
Quiet, get on the air.
All right, Johnny, take it.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Radio listener. This is Johnny Prentice and his band coming to you from the world-famous Coconut Grove in Los Angeles.
Not so close.
Okay?
All right.
Folks, this is certainly a night to remember. The place is packed with celebrities.
Say, there's Carol Lombard.
Where?
It is Carol Lombard, and she's wearing a corsage of gardenias on one arm and a handsome man on the other. Hello, Carol. Oh, good evening, Miss Lamore. And there's Mr. and Mrs. Jack Benny.
Oh, there's George Burns and Gracie Allen.
Hello, Georgie Porgy and Gracie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ah, Miss Ray.
Oh, boy.
What'd you say, Martha? How are the boys? Sharp as a tack. Look at them. White tie, tails, and what a combination. Fix your tie, Joe. Ah, Miss Colbert. Come in, Miss Colbert. Come right in. Come in.
Oh, I'm looking for Mr. Prentice.
Why, I'm Johnny Prentice.
Well, I've been sent by the agency.
Good old agency. She real or she a magazine cover?
Quiet.
Linda Rogers, huh? That's nice.
What?
I mean, it was nice of you to come up.
Have you employed a tutor yet?
I'm afraid we have.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you want the job?
Oh, do I get the job?
Lady, you got
You're in.
Okay with me.
Yes.
Well, I guess you've been passed by the board of directors. Oh, pardon me, Miss Rogers. My boys.
Hello, Miss
How do
Roddy.
How do you do?
Nice meeting up with you.
You mean I'm to teach your class?
We're all
Higher education.
We love big words.
They could use it, all right, but your job is half-pint. That's what we call him. He's a nice little kid, and I know you'll like him.
No, I'm sure I'll like him. Where is he?
But he's in jail. Oh, he's not exactly in jail. He's in a sort of juvenile hall. But they'll let him out as soon as I get a tutor. Oh, you have a diploma, haven't you?
Yes, I'm a graduate of Union Teachers College.
Oh, that's fine. That'll get him out of hock. Wait till I get my hat.
Pardon me, lady, but my name is what...
Joseph?
I've got to go someplace.
What about salary?
Oh, well, I need the job very badly, Mr. Prentice. I'll be willing to work for practically nothing.
That's the standard salary we all get in this outfit.
Don't mind him. He's the comedian. Oh, by the way, do you object to traveling? I mean, are you married or anything?
No.
Well, that's fine.
Does your wife tour with you?
I'm not married either.
Well, but the boy.
Oh, I'm just a father in name only. I'll tell you how I happen to get it.
Goodbye.
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 Let me see.
Where were we?
You were knocking them dead in the Coconut Grove.
Mm-hmm. And now I can relax under this palm tree until Johnny comes back.
Keep the sun out of your eyes.
All set, Pop.
Okay, beat it off.
1, 2. Hey, wait a minute, Pop. When you get to that boo-boo, give to me Tacit so I can feature my break.
Okay, Professor.
You muffed that one last night, too.
I'm sorry, Professor.
1, 2.
Half-pint, that finish was absolute perfection.
Quit giving me that double talk. Come on, Pop. One more course.
Oh, no. Tomorrow's another day. Come on, it's time for bed.
Oh,
You
Linda.
better run along with Linda now. Come on.
Good night, fellas.
Good night, Half-Pint.
Come on, up you go. Take off your slippers.
Where's Pops?
Well, he'll be here in a minute. In you go. Snuggle down there.
All set?
Yes, he's all tucked in.
Will you give me another quarter for going right to sleep?
Coming up.
I lost the one you gave me last night. All set, Pops, for the rest of our story.
All right. Let's see, where were we?
We were held over by popular demand at the Coconut Grove.
Oh, yeah. And then I bought you a new set of traps.
Nickel-plated?
Oh, no, chromium-plated. With all the latest gadgets and your name in great big letters on the drum.
Could I have a light in it?
Oh, sure, you gotta have a light in it. So people will know you're Half-Pint Prentice.
A demon drummer.
Yeah, we were making a lot of money. That's when we bought that house at the beach. And when you got tired of swimming, we went horseback riding. You know, on that new pony I gave you. And that cowboy saddle with all the silver on it. Remember? Huh? You asleep? We've been using the same one for weeks.
You know, it's not laying off that I mind so much, but the monotony of sitting around here doing
There he
nothing.
goes with those 4-syllable words again.
I like those high-class words.
He likes the high-class words. Tell him so.
Hey, Harry, what's the name of that extinct volcano near Honolulu in 11 letters?
Diamond Head.
That's right.
It's one of the most beautiful sights in Hawaii. Ain't it funny? Every time that guy says Hawaii, I think of pineapple.
When you mention pineapple, I think of dinner.
Yeah, why?
Because, nitwit, pineapple's a dessert. And dessert usually comes at the end of dinner, which even a chump like you should know.
It's what Dixie calls association of ideas or something. You see, Swifty? Hawaii, pineapples. Pineapple, dessert.
Sure, dessert, dinner.
I get it, dinner money.
Yeah, only money is the most thing we ain't got any of. I should have left town with Tony. 2 spades.
You know, 3 hearts. I'll bet by now he's got a band as good as Ozzie Nelson. Well, if Johnny don't give us some action pretty soon, 4 clubs. I, for one, am folding.
You mean you're going to quit? I pass.
That's exactly what he means, and I don't blame you, Red. 4 diamonds. I'm fed up, too.
Gee, wouldn't it be swell to have money again and be able to order chopped chicken liver whenever you want it, 4 hearts? Must you remind me? My stomach, 5 clubs, is emptier than a politician's promise.
Sometimes I think I haven't got a stomach anymore. I pass.
Well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Next week, the 4 of us will be eating Harry's orchestrations. 5 spades.
Listen, 6 hearts. I wonder why Johnny hasn't heard from the Coconut Grove. Now that you mention it, 7 clubs. It's been over a week since he wired the coast.
Maybe they're answering by mail. I pass.
By mail. Even a crippled carrier pigeon could make it in a week. 7 diamonds.
Why, certainly 7 hearts. Well, I'm giving Johnny 2 more days, 7 spades. What do you say, Swifty?
Who, me? 7-0 trump.
Well, Red, when you say 2...
7-0 trump. Why?
Oh, hello, Linda.
Where's Johnny?
He's out in the Kaluna Okahali.
The Kaluna Oka what?
That's a 13-letter word in Hawaiian for roof.
Oh, thank you very much.
I came here to bid.
Doing your evening worry? Mind if I help?
Well, we roof warriors usually work alone except during rush season.
How's business now?
Terrific.
Can you use an apprentice? I'm ready, willing, and depressed.
You think you can handle a big, high-class worry?
Sure.
Well, then you're in. Start worrying.
What about?
About breaking up the band.
Johnny, why?
Because I've combed Chicago from chop suey joints to cafeterias. We can't get a job.
Well, what about your deal with the Coconut Grove? You should hear from Grayson any day now.
Linda, I haven't any deal on with the Grove.
You haven't any... Well, the day I came for the job...
Yeah, I know. That was just a stall to keep the boys together. But I can't kid them any longer. I've got to tell them tonight.
Oh, Johnny, they believed you. You can't go in there and tell them they're all through.
Well, what else can I tell them?
Well, tell them anything. Try anything. Take a chance and wire Grayson.
Oh, it wouldn't even get to him. He only hires top bands. Unknown bands like ours are a dime a dozen.
That's where you're wrong. You stand a great chance because you are unknown.
You better get away from the edge. You're getting dizzy.
I'm not, but you are. You subscribe to Metronome magazine, don't you?
Sure, and all my other favorite publications when I've got the dough.
Then what do? Just look at the pictures? Didn't you read Grayson's article?
On what? How to get in the Grove in 10 easy lessons?
On how he discovers new bands. He holds auditions every spring.
Yeah? Well, that's nice of him, but what does that make me?
Eligible.
For what, Social Security?
Oh, Johnny, don't you see? He chooses an unknown band and once a year spots them in the Grove. We've got to get to California.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
And we've got to make it by the end of the month. You can do it, Johnny.
Well, it's a long walk, but we might make it if we had the wind at our backs.
I'll open for $5,000.
I'll make it 10. I'll make it 20,000.
I pass. Come on, get in the pocket.
I only got 5,000.
What difference? Play in the game.
cards.
What difference does it
How many
make?
do you want?
I want 3.
Here's 3 for you. Stays out of it.
Quiet, quiet. Get out of here.
The puzzles have gone. No, I got the puzzles done, Jack.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Please call at our office immediately for the award. You have won second prize in the Crunchy Crinkles contest. We're going to California.
What are you trying to do, Brown? He's worth 5,000.
Yeah,
a millionaire.
No, I didn't win $5,000. I won second prize.
Well, 2,500. We can still travel first class.
No, I didn't win 2,500.
So you only won 1,000.
Sure, we'll go by bus. Come on, boys, let's back.
No, I didn't win any money.
You didn't win any money?
No.
Put him back in.
Wait a minute. Dix, what did you win?
A trailer.
A trailer?
A deluxe trailer.
Well, that's marvelous. We're in the bag. Boys, we're California bound in our own private trailer.
California, here we come. We're off to California, California, here we come.
Wait a minute. What are we going to get to pull the trailer?
To pull it? You would think of that. For the dough we paid, she takes the bunk pretty nice, doesn't she?
Better than I do. I'm going to try a side saddle for a while.
Tenderfoot, huh? You tired of barnstorming?
Oh, I'll never get tired of it. This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me.
Me too.
What?
No, I mean you getting excited and us playing these tank towns, riding along and having you here. Taking these bumps together.
nothing.
Even with horseshoes, I can't get lucky.
That's because you don't live right.
What has Jack Benny got that I haven't got?
Mary Livingston and 6 delicious flavors.
All right, let's get on with the arithmetic lesson now. 9 and 3 are what?
11.
Wrong, it's 12.
Yesterday you told me 6 and 6 was 12. Now you say 9 and 3 is.
Now, Pipe, will you stop banging on that drum and do your lesson?
Oh, what's the use of studying? There's no future in it.
Oh, now listen, if you don't mind me, I'm going to tell Johnny.
Mutiny in the ranks, huh?
Oh, trying to get him to concentrate is a man-sized job.
I am constant. Well, whatever she said.
You call that concentrating?
Sure. If I have music when I think, it makes me think good.
Well, you go ahead and do your lessons, and I'll supply the mood.
Will you play me one that you made up out of your own head?
It's a deal.
All right, now. 9 and 3 are 12. And 6 and 6 are also 12. Now, 7 and 5. What's that?
It's 4-4 time.
It is, isn't it? What is that you're playing?
I call it Sweet Leilani.
Where did you get it?
He made it up himself.
My public. I try out all my new tunes on half pipe.
Have you written anything else?
Oh, a trunk full of them.
Of tunes like that? Well, why haven't the boys been playing them? Your stuff's different.
Don't kid the piano player, lady.
No, I mean it. Doesn't Johnny know good music when he hears it?
Yeah, when he hears it, but I could never get him to listen.
Well, I'll listen. Bring them on, all of them.
You?
Hey, Harry, play your new one. You know, about the heart.
He means Says My Heart. You know, when Johnny first told us about going to California, I thought it'd be nice to have a new number for our opening at the Grove.
Linda, it's a dilly.
I'm a little nervous. This is the biggest audience I've ever played to.
All right, Harry. 1, 2, and...
What's that?
I don't know, but it's swell. Hey, fellas, did you hear that? Swifty, Turk, come here. Harry, where'd you get that tune? I wrote it. He's got it.
Get your horns, fellas. Here.
Come on, let's rock it, fellas.
Why, if I thought you meant that. Hey, that's my wife you're dancing with.
Nothing like the old-fashioned waltz, is there?
Yeah.
chance, says my heart. But each time that I'm almost in your arms, this old school teacher brain of mine keeps ringing in false alarms. Then my head rules instead, and I'm wise to the scheme of that gleam in your eyes. So I kiss and run, but the moment we're apart, oh, you fool, that was love, says my heart. Fall in love, says my heart. It's romance, take a chance, says my heart. But each time that I'm almost in your arms, this old school teacher brain of mine keeps ringing in false alarms. Then my head rules instead, and I'm wise to the scheme of that gleam in your eyes. So I kiss and run, but the moment we're apart, oh, you fool, that was love, says my heart.
Linda, why didn't you tell me you could sing? Don't you know with a voice like that, we're a cinch? Gosh, honey, it was grand.
Folks, you're listening to Johnny Prentice and his band with Linda Rogers, coming to you direct from the back of a trailer. But keep on listening, folks, because it won't be long before you'll be hearing this same sweet music coming to you from the world-famous Coconut Grove in Los Angeles. So keep on listening, folks.
If it hadn't been for you, I'd have had the boys playing Here Comes Cookie for the rest of their lives. I guess that's hot enough from you, folks.
I didn't do anything. Here's a dog. I just happened to...
You just happened to discover Harry. I go to the store, and you better fix the bun. And the minute my back is turned, what happens? You find out something I've never even suspected. That Harry writes swell tunes, and the boys play them like nobody's business. Keep on happening to us, will you?
Hey, you're making me feel very important. Hey, watch out, you're burning.
Heckle the chef. You are important to me. You're the Columbus of the Johnny Prentice band, and lady, that is now a band. Oh, that's hot.
I told you to watch it.
I'm watching it. You better get the butter away from the fire.
Listen, the butter's my department. I'm melting it so it'll spread.
And if I may venture to say so again, that was a mighty professional bit of singing you gave out with. Take it away.
Johnny, singing was my profession.
Oh.
There's another dog.
So that's it, huh? Well, how'd you happen to take up teaching?
Well, these are funny times. Looks like rain.
Yeah, it does it then. Why'd you hold out on me?
No, because I like my new job. That half-pint's a profession in himself. I guess I'll have to make singing my hobby from now on.
How you can make half-pints your hobby. You know, Linda, with you singing the tunes we can't miss. And if any guy says we haven't got the combination...
When are you going to learn to stop talking with your hands? Hey, watch out, that's almost done.
I know, you mean fighting, huh?
Exactly.
Give me a bun.
You've even got the half-pint doing it. How do you expect to settle your difficulties with people by losing your head? You get mad and sock a guy and boom, a black eye. And then he socks you back and you've got a black eye. And then you haul off and close his other eye. And then he socks you and closes...
Hey, wait a minute. Leave me one good eye, will you? I want to see how beautiful you are.
What's the use?
You are beautiful, you know.
Must be the fire. It always flatters people. The bigger the fire, the better I look. In fact, during the Chicago fire, I was a ravishing beauty.
Linda.
Yes.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't mean now.
Well, then why bring it up?
Well, I don't think this is the place.
What's the matter with this place?
It's all right, but I'd rather ask you on the night I'd be asking you.
Well, what was it you wanted to ask me?
I tell you, I might as well ask you. But, Linda, there is something I want to tell you. Even if something happens and I don't ask you.
Johnny, you're not making any sense.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that, well, I don't seem to be able to say what I want to tell you without saying what I don't want to say.
You seem to be a little bit involved. What's that they're playing?
Something that'll make it easier for me to tell you what I want to say. You're like a breath of spring. You leave me speechless. I'm just like a bird. I'm filled with melody, but at a loss for words. That little grin of yours, that funny chin of yours, does so much to my heart. Oh, give your lips to me, oh, darling, that would be the final touch to my heart. You leave me breathless, that's all I can say. I can't say more because you take my breath away.
I guess we're stuck.
I've been expecting something like this.
What do you think it is?
Well, the spark plugs have been fouled by the generator. They were too close to the crankcase.
Maybe I better get out and help.
No, sit right where you are. No sense both of us getting wet. I've been fixing these things for years.
What's the matter?
The engine went dead on us.
We'll be going in a minute.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Hey, Rodney, help Joe. Get back here. It's raining out here.
Oh, come on.
I'll have you going in a jiffy.
Up, Joe.
Now, you take number 2 wire to number 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to the generator.
Sure you know what you're doing.
Yes, I fixed hundreds of these things. 4 to 5, all set. All right. Now, put your spark down low. Turn your switch over to the battery. Contact!
We'd have gone right on by if we hadn't heard your lost calf bawling.
Well, that wasn't the case.
Oh, that was you, huh?
Yeah, that's the way I get my business. If you'd come by here in a flivver, why, I'd have took you in with something like this.
Get him, will you? And get that tow car.
Say, you're a very clever fella.
Well, thank you. The imitations ain't the only thing that I do, though.
No?
No, I read a right pretty little song. Would you like to hear it?
Well,
we broke down.
Yeah, sure, we'd like to hear it.
Come on in and make yourself to home, and I'll try it out on you.
Well, thanks.
You all set?
Yeah, let her go.
There was a great love in my life. Her name was Sally Brown. And we were doggone happy till a salesman come to town. He stole away my Sally, and if I knew how to swear, I'd cuss the guy who peddles socks at 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a pair. Darn those socks, they wreck my love affair. She flaunts my woes with shiny holes at 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a pair. Pasty Pete got tired of his earthly knocks and he went to heaven in a wooden box, but told him angels don't wear socks to go below. So he rang the Hades doorbell, and when Satan said, "Who's there?" Pete said, "Try my asbestos socks at 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a pair. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a pair."
Very good.
Very reasonable.
What do you dudes want anyway?
Well, I'll tell you, we heard down the road that you were a very clever fella, and, see, that's a mighty nice tow car you've got there.
And if you're broke down, it'll cost you $5 a haul on dry days and 10 if it's raining.
$10.
Why, you surprised us, Bibb. Do you mean to say you only make $10?
Only when it rains and she's coming down Cassock.
Bibb, how would you like to hitch your wagon to a star?
Cost you $10.
No, metaphorically speaking.
Same price in any language.
Boys, there's ability if I ever saw it. Imagine practically wading into an artist, a musical genius wasting his voice on the desert air.
I'll play a musical saw, too.
No.
Yes.
Well, that settles it. Bibb, my name is Johnny Prentice, and this is my band. I'm going to sign you to a personal contract. My boy, you're going places.
Am I?
What's going to stop you?
Well, I keep this up and leave my business.
What is your business?
That there tow cart.
Oh, yes. Well, do I look like the sort of a man that'd ask you to leave your business? We'll take your business right along with us. Boys, would you mind very much if Bibb attached his tow car to our trailer?
Well, Johnny, I wouldn't rush into a thing like that. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's okay with me. Is it okay with you, Jimmy?
Well, yes.
It's okay with me.
Okay.
Thanks, fellas. That's awful nice of you.
Hey,
wait a minute. Where am I going?
You're going to California with Johnny Prentice and his band. And we'll be featuring that great personality, Bibb Tucker, singing direct from the Coconut Grove.
You mean where them there movie stars go?
You guessed it the first time, Bibb.
Well, don't you think I ought to go home and ask my mother?
What opportunity not you ever go home and ask your mother?
Know what I do?
You write her a note.
That gummit, she's as good as rich.
All right, come on.
California, California, here we come. We're off to California, California, here we come.
Boy, this is fun.
You better stick your head in before you lose my cap.
It's untied.
Now you done it.
Stop, I lost the cap.
I told you to keep your head in.
Yeah, but it was untied. I want the cap, so
Well, all right. You just shut your eyes and concentrate, and I'll whistle and magic the cap right back on your head. Now, shut your eyes. Now, concentrate.
I'm concentrating. Gosh, Bibb, that was swell. Whistle again.
That gummit, you fooled me that time.
Come on, whistle.
You done it. Now go back and get it.
Okay, not going away without me.
Boy, these are swell roads. I bet we're making knots.
Marvelous. You don't even feel like you're moving. No vibrations.
Now he's doing train whistles. He's going to be a pest with his imitations.
Hey, Dixie, will you stick your head out the window and tell that guy to pipe down?
I just showing off.
Hey, Bet. What's he doing? Now but we stalled on the track. What?
on your mind, Butch?
We'll be in Los Angeles in a half an hour. Would you do me one last favor, Johnny?
Anything you say.
Could you get the boys to play that song? You know, the one they played going through Albuquerque.
Say, after what you've done for us, we'd play it standing on our heads. Hey, Harry, Butch has got a request. He wants to hear Coconut Grove.
Okay, Johnny. Let's go, boys. Come on, get out the instruments.
See if I can talk to Grayson.
Well, good luck, Johnny.
No, you stay here with Linda. Keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, you keep your hand away from that ear.
See, I'm going to find a place to sit down, Father.
Yes, I'll tell him just as soon as he comes in. You're welcome.
I'd like to see Mr. Grayson, please.
You'll have to see Mr. Grayson's assistant first. Go right in.
Thanks.
Yes, I've arranged everything. Tell them to stand by. Now, listen, don't give me any argument about it. Tell them to do exactly as I said. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, hello, Johnny. Sit down. Yeah. Yeah, of course, certainly. No, I'm afraid not. Yeah, well, all right. Don't bother me about it now. I'm busy. Well, the wandering minstrel. How have you been? Have a cigar?
No, thanks. Didn't expect to find you in here. How are you?
Okay. What can I do for you?
Well, I've got the boys downstairs. We came out to get a crack at the audition.
Oh, that's too bad, Johnny. I'd be only too happy to arrange it, but we're not listening to any more bands.
Well, you see, Tony, we had a little trouble getting out here.
Oh, that's tough. I'm sorry, Johnny, but we settled on a band yesterday.
Oh. Well, I guess we kind of missed the boat, huh?
Well, I guess you did. I wish I could give you a little more time, but you caught me on my busy day.
Well, that's okay, Tony. I know you're busy.
Say hello to the gang.
Yeah, I'll do that. They'll be glad to know you got such a swell setup.
All right, Wonder. Have your band. So get your feet off my desk. Your audition will be at 1 o'clock. Don't be late.
Thank you, sir.
What can I do for you?
Oh, Mr. Grayson, my name is Johnny Prentice. I've got my band downstairs.
I'm sorry, young man.
But we come all the way from Chicago.
That's very interesting.
You've got to give us a chance. You've got to listen to us, Mr. Grayson.
I am not...
I know if you just heard the band, you'd like it. We've got a style all our own. We played our way across the country and everybody liked us. Even the brakeman on the freight train was crazy about our music.
Well, Weaver, if it's good enough for the brakeman, it ought to be good enough for us. Did you want to see me?
Mr. Grayson, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh. You sure you're Mr. Grayson?
I have been for 52 years.
Well, Mr. Grayson, my name's Johnny Prentice. I've got my band downstairs and we've come
You've come all the way from Chicago, I know, and your mode of travel quite unique. How many bands am I hearing today?
Just one more, Mr. Grayson, the Tony Wonder Band.
Well, I guess we can find room for this young man.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Grayson. I'll have the boys up here in 2 minutes.
Oh, no, not here. Be at the Continental Broadcasting Studio at 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock. We'll be there. And don't be late, Mr. Grayson.
Good afternoon, Continental Broadcasting Studios. One moment, please.
Pardon me, I'm Johnny Prentice. I want you to tell me what...
Darling! Am I glad to see you? You sweet old thing.
Hello, Hazel. Miss Rogers, this is...
Oh, how do you do? Tony said that you were here, and I've been just busting to meet you.
right.
Francis, your audition's in room 2, down the corridor to the left.
Thank you.
Oh, you're getting better looking by the minute, or am I just partial?
Well, you look pretty good yourself, Hazel. You lost a little weight, didn't you?
Oh, Johnny, you do say the nicest things, 10 pounds at least, and was at work. You know, the first 3 days I thought I'd pass out.
Well, that's good, Hazel.
Well, we go on in a minute. I'll see you later. Oh, I'm giving a big party after the opening for all of Tony's friends. Will you come?
Sure. And which telephone booth?
Oh, Johnny, you do say the funniest things.
Well, boys, we're in audition room number 2. Get down and get set up.
Who is she?
Who, Hazel? Well, she's quite a gal.
She evidently thinks you're quite a boy.
Well, Linda, today's the day.
How long have you known her?
You know, I'm so nervous you'd think it was our first audition.
She seemed very glad to see you.
I hope the boys don't muff that new arrangement.
When did you see her last?
Well, honey, in a half an hour, we'll know whether it's the Coconut Grove or the pawn shop.
For a moment there, I thought you were going to kiss her.
Mr. Prentice, when the red light flashes, you're on. Just play one number, please.
Thanks.
I should think you'd have a little more dignity. Not that I mind.
Oh, go on. Mind just a little, huh?
The Tony Wonder Band and Johnny Prentice's band. They both come from Chicago.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Grayson.
Afternoon, Miss Brownlee.
How do you do, Mr. Grayson?
Well, you all set?
Yes, sir. The Wonder Band is in number 1, and the Prentice Band is in number 2.
Okay, Weaver. Let's have it.
Now, this will be the Wonder Band.
Now, boys, we can't miss. We've only got one number to do, so let's give it to him, and give it to him from way down here.
Johnny, I think I'm going to faint.
Oh, no, not now. Wait till after you sing your number.
Don't I sing now?
Not now, Bill. Go over and sit in the rooting section there, huh? All right, now, boys, let's give.
They're great.
Best I've heard.
What's the name of that outfit?
Tony Wonder.
Catchy name. Look good in print. Tell them they're all set. Miss Brownlee, will you get my office for me, please?
What about the Johnny Prentice Band?
Oh, well, there's no point in listening to them. I'm positive they couldn't top that music. I'll put Tony Wonder in the Grove, and it's my guess the public will keep him there.
Mr. Grayson's office, please. Me.
Well, Wonder, you're in. Mr. Grayson's decided on you.
You haven't heard anything
We've
yet.
heard enough. You open at the Grove. Report there for rehearsal.
Yeah, but listen, we haven't...
You says my heart for your signature number. It's surefire.
Says my heart.
What number's that?
We haven't played a note.
Oh, what did he mean, says my heart? I never heard of it. Do you suppose that Johnny's
Do
band...
you suppose that you can keep your mouth shut when you're not singing?
Well, it looks like we're in on a rain check.
The important thing is we're in.
Mr. Grayson's very sorry, but he's decided on the Tony Wonder Band.
Gee, mister, we got the best band.
Quiet there, Flint. Well, I guess Mr. Grayson's the doctor.
Sorry, Prentice. You might try again next year.
Wrap it up, boys.
Do I sing now, Johnny?
No, not now, Bill.
Hey, I wonder what a musician does when he really has to go to work.
Last night I dreamt I was working steady.
You look tired.
Oh, berry pickers wanted. Say, fellas, I'm making up a little berry picking party. Do you want to join me?
Include me out. This town's got lunchrooms aplenty. I may not be so hot on the sacks, but I'll stack my flapjacks against anybody.
Run for cover, the landlord!
Into the dugout!
Here we go again.
papers. We find out we're in here one for the full of bucks. I won't say a word, fellas, but we haven't got a quarter sheet.
Where's my rope? Where's this, my rope?
It's right away. Shh. Quiet, quiet. Come see if we shh.
Just a minute. Wait a minute, I'm just slipping into something. Come in.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Your son tells me you're moving away.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just coming over to the office and settle up.
Yeah, no need to. You can do that right here.
Well, sit down, Colonel, sit down.
No, thanks. Now, let me see. There's 2 ladies for 1 day. That'll be $1 apiece, and the boy. Are you sure there's only 3 of you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, I'm positive. I counted this morning.
Yeah, well, that'll be $2.50. And the people next door said you make enough noise for a regiment.
Oh, well, you know children.
Children.
Children? How many children have you got?
Only me.
Well, goodbye, Colonel. It's been so nice.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how we've
Goodbye.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you know?
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Don't forget now.
Oh, no.
forget.
Cozy Cottage Motel.
We wouldn't say
Come back and see us.
Goodbye.
I think he's wise.
Yeah? We better get out of here.
Hey, fellas. I think you better get going.
All right. Goodbye, Linda. Bye, John. Goodbye, Red. So long, that way. Bye, Linda.
Bye, Jim.
Goodbye, Jim. Yeah, bye. You better take good care of Linda and your pop.
Okay, Jimmy.
Bye, son. I'm sorry it worked out the way it did, boys.
Oh, that's okay, Johnny. Forget it.
Goodbye, Harry.
Oh, Johnny.
Goodbye, Dix.
Bye, Dick.
So long, fella. Bye, Johnny. Goodbye, Linda. So long, Ed. Goodbye.
Say goodbye to Johnny and half pint for me, will you?
Just passing through, neighbor. Mighty nice country you got around here.
Bibb, you better get in touch with your mother and...
Why?
You're broke, aren't you? I'd like to help you, but I can't. Besides, something's liable to happen to you out here.
Something already did. I got me a job.
Yeah?
Oh, that's fine, Bibb. Doing what?
Singing.
Or in a cafe or something?
No, in a truck.
In a truck?
Where's it at?
It's outside. Come on out and I'll show it to you.
Come on, Pops. Come on, Linda.
Of course, I ain't giving up the idea of singing with a band. This is only temporary.
Oh, Pops, look at this fuss. I bet I can sure go places.
You said I was the possessor of rare talent, and I believed you.
I was right. You're working.
Pops, did you ever see so many horns? What's those for?
I do my advertising and singing in. Look, I'll show you. Page in Miss America, why be stout? Keep streamlined with slenderizing sauce. For dowagers and debutantes, believe me, Wonder Crystal Swami, a sauce with a smack. Make you disappear overnight. Now I sing. You Swami salts, the salt's so fine. They sure do slim you till you're streamlined. If you're too fat, they'll make you thin. If you're too plump, they'll make you slim. Swami.
I haven't forgotten how to look for a job.
No, I wouldn't let you do that. I've got to see that you get back home.
That's very thoughtful of you.
I dug up $50. That ought to be enough to...
$50 ought to take me a long way.
Well, I'd have gotten more if I could.
You did very well for a starter.
So you work things out pretty fast in your own mind, don't you?
Well, it isn't hard to do. You're about as subtle as a slap in the face.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Linda. You're giving me a fast count.
I'm giving you what you want.
Aren't you kind of spoiling things?
What is it to spoil? So I went for a ride. See America first. A few palms, a couple of beautiful moons. And...
Oh, Linda, you're talking like a kid.
You hired me for a job, and now it's finished. You just paid me off. Makes it even, doesn't it?
What do you mean, paid you off? I couldn't even begin to repay you for what you've done for us. Half fine the boys and myself.
Well, you sure do have a lot of gases here.
Bibb, will you start the car? I want you to take me someplace.
Sure.
Half Pint Johnny wants to see you. You'd better go in. Look, don't forget to do your lessons. Be a good boy. Goodbye.
So you see, honey, it isn't that I want you to go. It just seems like the best thing right
Hey, Papa, what's happening? Linda just told me goodbye.
Goodbye? Where is she?
She just drove away in the car with Big. You mean goodbye for good?
I'm afraid she did, Half-Pint.
Gee, we sure said a lot of goodbyes today. I'll tell you. Let's play something. Something nice and peppy. Hey, Gramps, and your clarinet.
Nobody swiped him, Half-Pint. I hocked him.
What for?
For $50.
And you didn't even ask me.
Well, we had to be gentlemen, didn't we?
What about?
We couldn't leave a lady stranded.
Oh, Linda? Oh, well, then it's all right. Why do I care about my old Grumps?
I know you wouldn't mind.
She was nice, Linda was.
Yeah, she was nice.
I liked her good.
I liked her good, too.
Songs. Besides being good at singing, I give invitations, too.
I tell you, I've got a rehearsal. Will you go now?
Well, how's this talent going to get started if you fellas don't
I'll give you a chance to get out of here. I never heard of you. I don't want to listen to you. Now, come on, now, scram, will you? Oh, where have you been? What's happened?
Listen, the next time you try to put anything over on Johnny Prentice, do it yourself.
Never mind the wisecracks. Did you get the music?
I did not.
Why not? Didn't you offer him the money?
Money and my family crest, but he wouldn't fall.
Grayson is sold on Says My Heart. We've got to get that number.
Well, he won't sell that or any of the others.
Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to play?
Why don't you try the Star Spangled Banner? That's catchy.
I was right there listening, and Johnny, there's no two ways about it. That Grayson fella heard us play, and he ups and hires our own band.
So that's why he isn't wanting me to... Come on, Half-Pint. Well, where did you take her?
Well, we went right down the main stem, then we cut over past that.
Never mind all that, Bibb. Where did you take her?
Oh, made a couple of stops before I took her where she's going.
Well, where was she going?
Then she says, pull up, and I did. Then she runs into that place.
What place?
The one with the sign.
Oh, Bibb, you're not making sense. What sign?
The one with those two. No, come to think of it, 3 gold balls. You know, like this.
I know. Hot shop.
Well, go on, Bibb. What then?
And when she come out, she didn't have no coat. She didn't have no watch. So she says, what time is it? I got to make that bus.
What bus?
The one I was driving her to.
Well, where was it going?
Chicago.
Chicago? Well, she can't go to Chicago. We've got to stop her. We've got to get the boys together.
How are we going to do that?
Hey, turn that gadget on. Calling all members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Attention, Johnny Prentice's band, wherever you are. Get over to the Coconut Grove. Get over there at once. Calling all members of Johnny Prentice Band. Attention, Johnny Prentice's band, wherever you are. Get over to the Coconut Grove. Get there at once. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Attention, fellas, this is Johnny. Get over to the Coconut Grove. Get over to the Coconut Grove at once. This is Johnny Prentice. Get over to the Grove. Did you hear me? Calling all members of the Johnny Prentice Band. All members...
And you music lovers. I offer you one of the finest collections of musical instruments, formerly the property of a quartet of world-famous musicians. Artists of the highest order, whose musical rhapsodies have echoed throughout the corners of Carnegie Hall. Whose golden notes have been muted by a tragedy that has robbed America of 4 of its immortal genius. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what am I being?
Coconut Grove at once. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band, come to the Coconut Grove at once. Come to the Coconut Grove at once. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Johnny Prentice speaking. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, get to the Coconut Grove at once. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Calling all members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Attention, Johnny Prentice's band, wherever you are. Attention, Johnny Prentice's band. Come to the Coconut Grove. Come to the Coconut Grove at once. This is Johnny Prentice. Get over to the Grove. Calling all members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Johnny Prentice's band, wherever you are. Attention, Johnny Prentice's band. Get over to the Coconut Grove. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Get over to the Coconut Grove at once. Get there at once. All members of the Johnny Prentice Band. Tell her to get the show started and keep it going.
That gummit, she's as good as done.
Where you going, Pop?
To see a bus about a girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Thank you.
It has been the custom of the management for the past few years to bring to you a new and virtually unknown orchestra, selected after a nationwide competition. Tonight, it is my great pleasure to introduce
Johnny Prentice and his swing potatoes.
What's this all about?
I don't know. There must be something wrong.
Well, let's find out.
Over there! Over there! Let us out of here! Hey! Hey! Open up here! Open up! Oh.
Why, what in the...
Oh,
what's going on here?
Where's Wonder?
What happened?
What do you see, Willie?
Dreamy Hawaiian moon shining above. Oh, what a heavenly sight. Oh, what a night for love. Dreamy Hawaiian moon, high in the blue, calls for a moment of bliss, one little kiss from you. And now it's time that you were strolling, dear, with me, where the waves are rolling down at Waikiki. Let's go hand in hand to the old Moana landing and sing a love song to the sea. Dreamy Hawaiian moon, high in the blue. I owe $1 million to you for making a dream come true.